Hello and welcome back to the AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite TEW series. Now, if you missed the previous episode in series, make sure to go and check out the playlist, which is down in the description below or up in the top corner of the screen. And if you want to see more, please give us a subscribe, give us a like, leave us a comment. It really helps the channel to grow. Now, a few things to address before we get going onto our booking this week. We have made some new signings to the roster. So we have brought in Flip Gordon, who is, he's looking very, very good with his stats, which is mainly why I brought him in. And he obviously fits in with the whole elite and everything. So Eva Elise, who is of course currently wrestling there, so she should be on contract with us. Konami, I don't actually know who she is, but she has some good stats, and I thought, why not give her a go, see how she's doing. She's only on a handshake deal, so we can just see how it goes with her. Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, of course, need to bring him in because he is currently working with AEW. We brought in Rosemary. Now, she's not someone who I particularly know too well. I've not watched much of her stuff, but she does have very good stats, and we really need some people to help push up that women's division, and that's mainly what we focus on here. Is we need more people to get that women's division to be stronger. We brought in Sami Callihan because I think he's great, and he'll work really well. I want to build him up for Mox. I think that'd be a really good feud. Be really interested to see those two work together. And he has good stats. So Conti, because she's there. They should sign her to a contract if they haven't already. Tennille Dashwood, again, just another woman to help build up that roster. She's not looking too great, but she should be a good pair of hands to help push us along. And I did bring in Tessa. I know everyone just brings in Tessa in these things, but she is kind of the better one around at the moment, even though she's a really bad backstage influence and not necessarily the best person, but she's very good. So I need to add her manager, who is going to be, of course, Tully Blanchard. I should say, not Blanchard. Blanchard. And they've got spoilers. Thunder Rosa, who of course they're doing that in real life, so let's give her a go. And we're actually going to be kind of going with that same storyline they're doing in real life. See how she does. I brought in Ospreay, and obviously he's loyal to New Japan in the game, and he's loyal there in real life. But it'd be interesting to see how he does, and he's a great pair of hands. It's hard not to want to have Ospreay in your company, and Zack Sabre Jr. Again, great pair of hands. Be really useful to have, even if it's just for this may not be what everyone wants to hear, but they'll be very good hands at helping get other people over without kind of ruining the popularity of some of our guys. But of course, I'll also use them to get them over if they do a good job and hit off. So I've also added some new storylines. So we're going to be still having the Allen and Cage storyline, which we need to get started. So we're going to have Blanchard Enterprises, which is going to be Tully, Tessa, and Sean going up against the Nightmare family. So of course, Dustin and QT Marshall, and then Baranzi Rhodes, and I need to change her name from the Bunny to Ali because she's not the Bunny anymore. Still the Cody and Dark Order story, so that's got a 63 so far. It's not a bad start to it. Hangman and Omega versus the Lucha Brothers, 71 start, not bad. Then we have this one here for the Young Bucks and Inner Circle. So we're going to be going Flip Gordon up against Chris Jericho. So I wanted to have this as a good challenge for Flip to see how he does in against a big feud there with Jericho. And he actually, surprisingly, Flip has good microphone stats in this, so it could be they could get some good talky segments out of this, because Jericho's not going to be the best in the ring, but hopefully Flip will bring him to a good match and Jericho will bring him to a good promo. So, and we're going to continue on with what we started last week with Lance Archer, or we're going to eventually build it up to Lance versus Cardona. It's going to be interesting to see how that one goes. Pac versus Moxley still got an 80, happy with that. And the women's title, we're going to be having Shida, Dashwood, and Rosa to start things off. It's kind of where we're going to be heading towards. Just because I don't want to push Tessa straight up though and just give Tessa the title straight away when there's no competitors for her. Because what's the point in that? If I give Tessa the women's title, then she's on a 60 popularity. The other women are on 40s, 50 at a push. But I can't feud them because then Tessa just has to win everything. And if I then let Tessa have a loss, then she would lose all her pop. Oh, no, don't end the storyline. Right, but that is all the important stuff, so let us move forward to Dark. Right, and now we are here on AEW Dark. Let's see what our backstage incidents are. Nothing too dramatic, I hope. Tennille and Jake Roberts, both for Wrestlers Corp. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. Had a positive impact, that's always good. Right, on to Dark. First things first, I'm just going to add our little stable here so they can get going. Archer Enterprises. Apologies if I spelled that wrong. Tessa, Sally, and Sean Spears. Right, Tessa's the heir, Sally's the leader, and then Sean, he's just a member for the moment being, I think. And there you go, Blanchard Enterprise. Let's see how they do. Hopefully they have good chemistry, otherwise this is going to not go very well at all. Right, so let us get started with AEW Dark this week. So we're still in the position where we need to kind of see how people are doing. And we're going to test some of the new guys. Actually, we're going to start off with a tag team match. I know it's going to start the Tully storyline, which I don't necessarily want, but I think I need to test how QT and Dustin do, because they're probably not the best. Dark Order, no, I don't want to put those guys in. I want to put cool. I need to do that then. I need to add Reynolds and Silver as a team, so that then that's easier to get to, but that's fine. Alex Reynolds, John Silver, not John Moxley, Jesus. There you go. It's only a really short match. 8 minutes. Give Dustin the big win, because he's the one with the actual pop in this match. The rest of them are not good at all, and they can just be there. Right. Let's add an angle. Attack. So we're going to have... So just backstage. And just want a backstage attack. Does it matter if I typed in the wrong way? Let's find out. Yes, it does. That's irritating. Backstage. Beat down backstage. So we're going to have Lance Archer. He is going to beat down who are you going to beat down? He's going to beat down He's going to beat down them. No, not BJ Whitmore. Where is he? Brandon Cutler. It'll be 3 minutes. It's not going to be long. There you go. Lance is going to beat up Cutler backstage, which is then going to lead to Dynamite, where we're going to have him squish more people as we build up to that Cardona match. We need to make Archer look like a bit of a badass. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I just have, so yeah. PG-13 series here. We're gonna... I need to get these guys off there. Not tag team, please. Female. Gonna have... I need to put Anna to turn if I haven't already done that. I haven't. I want to give Yuka a go, because she seems like she's going to be really good. Like, she has good stats. So I hope, like, hopefully she'll be good for us. Let's give her a match against... I don't really want to give her a match against Leva Bates, because that just seems rubbish. I feel this is going to be a trash match, but we'll give her a match against Nyla. And I like Nyla, but she's not exactly... Yuka has a lot better stats for us. It's going to be a win for Yuka Sakazaki, but it's going to be a flash pinfall finish, just to keep Nyla to be a bit stronger. I don't really want to kill Nyla's momentum at all, but honestly, she ain't going to be doing much for us. Not right now. She's good in real life, but she just has no decent stats in here, which just leaves me in a very difficult position as to where I'm going to go going forward with her. So we're going to have Ricky Starks go going up 1-on-1 against. Yeah, go on, Austin Gunn. That's alright by me. Just 10 minutes. Gonna give Starks the win, which is gonna be due to. Or do I want it to be due to Cage? No, he's just gonna win himself because I don't really want Cage to get involved because I don't want it to affect the Darby Allin storyline. To be honest, I'm gonna have an angle before the match. Let's test out to see how he is in terms of his promo. So let's have a tag promo. Tag generic. No, we'll just do singles. Again, I don't really want this to have impact on to the actual storyline because I don't want it to start off on a bad foot. So we're gonna have Ricky Starks. He's gonna cut a promo on Austin Gunn. It's gonna be at the start of the show leading up to that match, and then we're gonna have a big 3-on-3 main event, a 6-man tag team match, you may call it. Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, Marco versus exclude already booked, please. Versus Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, and 10. It's going to be 14 minutes. Bit of a longer match here for the end of Dark, and we're going to have Evil Uno pick up the victory over Marco Stunt to keep the rest of to keep Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus looking a bit stronger in this. Then that's going to be our main event for this evening. What's my booking analysis? Luchasaurus and 10 being used too much. Of course, I made this match a bit shorter then. I don't want to overexpose my boys. Made that match 10 minutes, yep, that's fine. And then before that, I'm just going to have a taunt interview from Mr. Brody Lee. He's going to be taunting Cody moving forward into Dynamite after, of course, last week on Dynamite, Brody and the rest of the Dark Order took out Cody after his title match against Kip Sabian. And then we're just going to have a quick pre-show match just to test out some of the new guys we got in. So I'm going to have Zach. Zach's going to go up against Nakazawa, because it's Nakazawa. 8-minute match. Just give Zach a good win as he comes in. And that should be all good, I think. And I'll do one for I'll do a pre-show match for Dashwood as well, because I just want to see if she's going to be, if people are going to actually enjoy her, because they might just be like, no interest, which would be a bit of an issue for us, to be honest, with the plans, but we'll deal with it if that happens. So we'll do her against Sadie Gibbs. Sadie Gibbs, she's got good stats, so hopefully that'll be an alright match. Obviously she has Trash Pop, but who doesn't in this women's division have Trash Pop? So there you go, it's Neil Dashwood to be the victor and book segment, and that is on the pre-show. I think I'm happy with that, so let's get on with the show. So Dashwood and Sadie Gibbs, and of course, the crowd are not happy to see Dashwood in the slightest, and her gimmick has got awful. It's not really what we wanted there in the slightest. 38 rating for that. Might have to change the plans a bit. Might have to keep Dashwood away from that title match. 52 there. Zach with a 62, very nice. I think his pop's only like 55, so that's very good for Zach. And he got great for his performance. 52 overall, very happy with that. And then 53, it's not bad. Let's look what the dirt sheet said. Yeah, it's all good. There's no issues there really. 44 for this match. So Dustin with a 52, which is quite a bit below his pop. His pop's like 63 somehow. Well, it makes sense, obviously. He is Dustin Rhodes. He is the former Goldust. QT Marshall 39 though, that's really nice. Because obviously he has like 5 pop. He has no popularity at all. Silver and Reynolds, yeah, kind of what I expected. 44. Oh, 24. 24. Oh, I'm so glad that wasn't involved in the actual storyline, because that would be horrendous. But there you go, Lance Archer continuing his rampage. Yuka Sakazaki and Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose actually outperformed Yuka Sakazaki, but of course she has more popularity than Yuka does. But we'll see. We'll see where we're going to go. We're still testing things out with the women, especially just trying to work out where they fit in the card. 43 from Ricky Starks. Very nice there. Austin Gunn with a 41, just below his pop, but 43 for Ricky is really good. It's quite a bit above his popularity. I think he's about 35. So yeah, in a segment rating of 45 overall. Happy with that one. Brody Lee, 68. Come on, Brody. You can do a bit better than that, but I'm not gonna complain. It's still good. It's not bad promo at least, and hopefully we'll be able to build things up more when we get to Dynamite there. And then our main event, we've got a 52 for this match, which is quite nice. 40. I love how the Marco stunt is the best out of this group. That just is hilarious to me for some reason. It's really odd. 10 was rubbish. I probably shouldn't have had. I probably should have just made it a tag team match. Just had Grayson and Uno versus. But then I wouldn't have had Marco stunt. It's difficult. But yeah, shame we kind of lost heat for that storyline. But yeah, still a 52. I shouldn't have dropped it too much. Finish show 51 overall. Can't complain. Nothing special. And now we move on to proper Dynamite for the week. So I'm pretty sure that in our main event this evening, I want to just do. We're gonna have a big match main event this evening, going towards that tag team match that we have coming up, and have Kenny Omega versus Penta. Given 20 minutes as the main event. Kenny Omega is going to get the win after the fact that they did beat Hangman last week. He's going to get the win this week. It's going to be a steal the show match. But it's not going to be a decisive victory. It's going to be a tainted victory. I won't put it as a tainted victory, but it is going to be because of it's going to be an outside interference. Should be botched interference. Isn't it botched interference? It's going to be botched interference with Pentagon. Ray Phoenix is accidentally going to hit Pentagon instead of Kenny. They're going to do the whole thing, go for the super kick. Kenny falls out of the way, accidentally super kicks Penta, allowing Hangman Omega to then hit V-Trigger, one-winged angel, boop, down on the mat. I've already made that note once, so I can't do it again. And then that's going to be our main event segment for tonight. I think that should be a very good match indeed. We're going to start things off, though. I really like these TV opening things, but it's not. The thing is, they give really good. My brain. They give really good scores in terms of like you get good numbers from them, so it's good for boosting up storylines. But I feel bad for doing them because they're not really an AEW style, so I really shouldn't. So we're just gonna start things off tonight with a promo. Not really what I wanted. I wanted a debut thing. New client announcement. Oh, I can do that. So we're going to have Sally come out at some point in the show to announce that he is going to have a new client coming out, and Brandy. So we're going to give Brandy a match here on Dynamite. Sally's going to announce that he has a new client coming after the match. It's going to be interesting to see how Brandy does. I don't necessarily expect her to be too great, but so we're going to make it into a tag team match because I want to keep getting. I should put Ali in it, shouldn't I? Let's put Ali in it. We'll do the actual thing they're doing. We'll do Brandy and Ali, who I need to change the name of, as I keep saying, versus two females. I guess let's do. Oh, it's going to get a bad rating, but let's just do B and Pater because that is a tag team. So it's only going to be a short match. It's not going to be long at all. I don't know. Feels bad, man, but kind of has to be done this way still. They're not very good, which sucks. I'd really like them to be good, but they're not particularly right now, sadly. And then So that moves there. Then we're going to have tag team match. Have a tag team match. Let me just get rid of some of the weaker people on the card, because I would like to obviously use the people who are going to actually be well used on actual Dynamite instead of just the guys not being used particularly. So we're going to have a big tag team match. We're going to have Matt, not Cardona, not Hardy, Jackson, Matt and Nick. We're going to go up against the team of kind of got to film with Starks and Cage. I think that'd be interesting. I'm going to film with Starks and Cage. It's going to be a 15-minute match. The Young Bucks are going to lose to Cage, which is a bit of a risky thing to do because of their popularity. The storytelling match, give Cage the big win here, as like he kind of should do. He is the big man in this match, but have it be distraction finish. We're going to have Matt Jackson be distracted by Jake Hager, who's going to come out at the finish to not allow the Young Bucks to win, continuing to build up to us doing the Bucks versus Proud and Powerful at the pay-per-view. Nick Jackson is very unhappy. I'm sorry, Nick. It's the issue of having Starks in this. If I make Matt the loser, and I will keep... It's going to make this kind of pointless. It's the issue with this stuff. Obviously, it's a tainted win. If I get tainted finish, will you be more okay with it? It's not pinning. Yeah, now Matt's unhappy. I do want to do this match, though. Where's Keep Strong? I can't see it now. Right, if I keep Matt Strong, are you going to be okay with this? Okay, he is. He'll do it. He's not overly happy about it, but he'll do it. And then post-match. Post-match. Not beat down on attack, don't I? I hate the way these are worded. I wish I could just... Because what makes me worry that it won't make sense. Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, Santana. Oh, it's a 3-on-2 attack, actually. Ortiz and Jake Hager. And then next week we're going to build up to a big 6-man tag. So we'll have the Bucks and Gordon taking on Hager, Santana and Ortiz. Probably give Gordon the big win. That match will probably be his debut match. So we're going to have a promo. Singles generic. I do want it to... I need more options for these promos, to be honest with you. I wish I had more options for the promos, because they're kind of the more difficult thing to do. And against opponents. So Pac is going to make the official challenge to Jon Moxley, which Moxley is going to accept. He's going to come out to the ring and accept it. So I need to put this here at angle. I'm gonna do it, because I think this is a good way of debuting Flip. So I'm gonna do Chris Jericho, Flip Gordon. It's gonna be an 8-minute promo, and we're gonna see how he does. We're gonna have a brawl. Yeah, well, how about ending a brawl? I know it says it's going to be the beginning of the show. It's not going to be the beginning of the show, though. It's going to be slightly later on. We're going to have the Pac No, we're not. We're going to have a match start the show. We're going to be like actual Dynamite. So we need to do... I want to continue this Lance Archer thing. So Lance Archer in a 1 versus 2. And to get 1 versus 2, Lance is going to destroy Brandon Cutler. And where is he? As if I can't use... I was going to use Avalon. Obviously, he is not actually... Or why don't I could just do T-Hawk and Lindemann, to be honest. It's like, I'm not going to use... Let's be real. I ain't going to use them. I'm not going to use Cutler either, but maybe this will be a slightly more interesting match. Lance Archer. Lance gets the big win here. He is going to dominate this match. And there you go, just like he did last week against Dustin Rhodes. Probably be shorter, actually. It's probably too long. Don't change the commentators, please. I'm just going to make it just five minutes. It's going to be trash. But... And then we're going to have a promo after the match. So, Lance... I'm going to put Jake with him this time. Jake Roberts. And I'm going to include Matt because I want the feud to get started. They're not going to be mentioning him, obviously. He's not going to be on screen. He's going to be off screen, but it's going to be in terms of they're going to be mentioning a bunch of superstars. Can I just check what is... Just go back to normal, please. Search. No one to be decided anymore. Any perception. Search. So Jake Roberts. Here's Mike is what he should be doing, and Lance. His acting's pretty good. I'm actually going to put him on acting. Yeah, his acting's probably better than his menace. So acting from you and some mic work from Jake. And then Cardona's going to be rail on his overness, but he is going to be off screen. There you go. Then we need to get Mr. Brody Lee on the show. Obviously, last week taking out Cody Rhodes. Who is a good brawler? I want a good brawler to put him with. Dustin's a good brawler, but I'm not going to do Dustin again. I can't give Hangman another loss. I feel bad for giving him a loss from last week. Moxley, oh, he has cool momentum. That's not good. I need to give Mox a win on this card as well. That'll be our first match of the night. We'll have Mox have a match against someone. Sadie Gibbs. I'll put him against Sadie Gibbs. I want to use Sky more as well. I'm going to put Sunny in the match. I don't think this is going to go too well. It's going to be short. 8 minutes. I need to be careful because obviously I'm kind of doing a similar thing as I did with Lance Archer. So it's kind of quite similar. But just for this match, it's going to be a wild brawl. Sonny Kiss has come out to defend the honor of Cody. So I need to move this here. Actually, I'll move this one later into the card instead. This can be pre-main event because it's not like there's going to be too much, and then post-match. Challenge. Cody comes out being furious and wants Mr. Brody Lee to face him in a match after what he did last week and stop being such a coward. And Cody puts the title on the line for that match whenever it will happen. Then we're going to add in Mr. Moxley. Moxley desperately needs a big win this week on Dynamite. He's not in a good position in terms of his not his popularity, but He just needs a big win. Let's be real. Sorry, he's Cardona coming in as a heel. Oh, that's not what I want. I'm glad I noticed that one. Ooh, wow. That was almost very, very close to being a mess up there. Please tell me your turn. Great. Oh, phew. That would have been bad. It's fine, obviously he's not debuting tonight, but I don't really want him to come in as a heel. That just seems silly to me. So yes, anyway, back to where I was before. I haven't got Darby on the show as well. Let's get Darby on. So Moxley is going to take down... I don't really want to do Moxley Zack. I feel like that's kind of a waste. Feels like that could be built to something. And I need to change Flip as well. Flip's coming in as a face. I apologise. I thought I had this stuff sorted, and apparently I didn't. Flip Gordon, who isn't going to be a heel, he is going to be a face, turning now so that he can come in straight away. So yeah, John Moxley going against whatever heel I think will be good for this match, which is going to be... I'm going to give Kip another go. Kip did good last week. I feel bad that I'm kind of giving him another loss, but I think he'll do good in the match. It's going to be 14 minutes. Give Kip a bit of a chance to get something. Moxley gets the victory, and I'm not going to have... No, I will do. I'll have Pac at ringside. Pac's going to be watching the match, keeping an eye on what's going on with Moxley, and then obviously after the match, he's going to do a promo to Mox to go and be like, yo, are you going to challenge me at the pay-per-view? I won that title. And Mox says yes. Booking analysis. What is my issues on the show? Kip Sabian is being teased too much. Yeah, he probably is. Make it 11 minutes. Is that enough for you? I don't want the title on the line. That's fine, but now I don't have enough time on the show, so I'm going to add in one more promo. We're going to have a backstage brawl. Oh, backstage. Yeah, cool. So this is how we're going to start the cage, and so we're going to have Brian Cage and Ricky Starks. Later in the night, they're going to find Darby Allin backstage and take him down to make an example of what they want to be doing here. It's going to be after this match here. And I'm going to put in a quick... It's going to have to be super, super quick. Which is going to be a very quick win for Darby Allin, because I just want to get him on the card. I really like Darby. Darby just gets a quick win over Angelico. I like Angelico as well. But I think he needs to... I kind of want to just put... I don't mind like not doing much with Angelico and Evans right now, because I kind of just want, instead of them being a tag, I want to take them so they're different. It's a lot of beatdowns on the show, so they're single stars, because I think they do a lot better. Right, I'm going to add a pre-show match for Ospreay, so I just want to see how he's doing. I might have to change around some of these the ways that I put people on. Actually, Hangman hasn't got a match. I forgot about Hangman. Not on the card this week. Sorry, Hangman. I think I have too many faces compared to heels that I kind of care about. I feel bad saying that. Right, Evans, I'm going to chuck in here. I know it's, again, cool momentum for him. But like I said, I'm going to be probably altering Evans and Angelico, so their momentum's kind of going to get flipped around with that. Cool. Yeah, I feel bad I haven't got enough women on the show again, so I'm going to add one more pre-show match, which is just going to be, I'm going to test out how Rosemary's doing. Rosemary, oh, I don't have her yet because she's not, she's not debuted for us yet, because she's still with Impact for the time being. So I'm going to have, I have Konami make her debut, or should I make Tanara? I'm going to have Tanara. I'm going to test out Tanara, see how she's doing. No, we'll make it a tag. We'll do a 2-on-2 tag team match. Tanara and Thunder Rosa taking on Big Swole and Emi Sakura. It's a bit haphazard, but it's just I want to see how they're doing. Cool, let's go. And now let's see. Thank goodness, no one is really upset about these women. This is 4 women who we can use without the crowd getting upset. Thunder Rosa 40, that's really good for Thunder Rosa. Oh, I didn't. Dang it. I didn't say who won, which was a big mistake because that's now just meant that Thunder Rosa is going to start off on a negative. It's a pre-series match, though, so hopefully I can sort things out. Tonara 30, Big Swole 30, Emi Sakura 33. Really good for Tonara, really good for Thunder. I'm happy with that. Happy with where they're going forward. 72. Ospreay, great. Jack Evans, like I said, Jack Evans, a 63, man. Come on. That is superb. That's so good. Yeah, like 60. I'm definitely going to take Evans and Angelico away from each other and just kind of push them separately, especially Evans. I think he's got buckets of potential, especially in TEW. 80, nice. It's not a bad start. He got adequate for his gimmick, so I might need to change that, but it's not too bad. So start of the show, Chris Jericho comes out there just boasting about how he is the best thing. Best thing since sliced bread, the best thing on AEW. He is the demo god. And then out comes the newest member of the AEW roster, Flip Gordon, and comes out to challenge Jericho, saying that, why start at the bottom? I'm going to come right to the top. I'm going to come right after you, Jericho. You are the demo god, as you say. I'm going to slay the god. And I am going to be the new man here in AEW. 80 segment, I'm pretty happy with that. It's mainly Jericho probably bringing it up, really. And then, yeah, Flip was underwhelming, which is kind of a shame. But off script was good, so I'm happy enough with that 80 performance. Yep, keep going. 77 match, Kip Sabian, John Moxley. Pretty simple match, just to give John a big win. I'm glad that it's like 89 for Moxley. He's really showing some very good in-the-ring work, which is awesome seeing Kip with a 49. Again, 2 weeks in a row where Kip has been in good matches. He's come on the losing end both times, but it's giving good matches for Kip. Kip's someone who I want to push. I want to give him something, but it's just a bit more difficult. And after the match, we have Pat come out and challenge Moxley to the title match, setting up the title match in the future. Pac versus Moxley confirmed for All Out. 83, happy with that. Lance Archer, yeah, comes out, squashes T-Hawk and Lindemann, who actually did really well in the match, which is surprising. They did really well, 46 and 48. Wow. Lance Archer with the 63, happy for Lance. And then after the match, Lance Archer and Jake Roberts cut a promo calling out anyone else who wants to come try and stop Lance Archer's path of domination here in AEW. And they mention off a bunch of names from the roster and a bunch of names outside of the roster who could potentially be coming in to AEW, mentioning, of course, Matt Cardona, which is where we will be leading to. And it's good that we've got that storyline started now. 65 performance, 68 here. Disappointing, to be honest. And obviously I know we had to keep the Bucks strong, which is why it kind of made it more of an issue. But an 81 and 76 on the Bucks. Cage with a 60 and Starks with a 42. It's not amazing, but I probably shouldn't have done this match, to be honest. This was kind of a booked into a corner match. I shouldn't have really done it. It works better in real life, I think. I think in the game it's more of an issue match. I don't regret it. It's just kind of damaged their storyline heat, which is a bit of an issue. And then post-match, Santana Ortiz, Hager, run in, attack them down on the mat after Hager interfered in that last match, causing the Bucks to lose. And then, there you go. My goodness. This is what I didn't want to happen. So on the pre-show, we end up with 4 women who everyone's like, yeah, sure, I can deal with these women. And then now we're on the main card. Brandy Rhodes got a lot of static. People weren't impressed. The Bunny, Ali, people didn't seem thrilled. Lee Priestley, people didn't seem thrilled. Jamie Hayter, people didn't seem thrilled. Oh my goodness, I might have to just change this all. It's so annoying. Like, so many of the women just don't, the crowd just hates them in this game. 55 there for the promo. It's not great, but it's alright. Yeah, it's fine. I guess what we're gonna, I'm still gonna keep the storyline. I'm gonna see how it goes. Just use it as a big launching point for Tessa. And try and give Sean something as well. Be nice to give Sean a big victory. Yep. Darby and Angelico, 75 performance, Devon Darby. In only a 6-minute match, you got a 75 segment rating. It was only 5 minutes. My word. I'm very impressed with that. How on earth is that? Yeah, Angelico Pino's not been a very good heel. So he's not going to be heel for long. I'm amazed by how good that was. And then it all sinks back down again. A 43 there. After Alan's match, Alan's making his way backstage through Gorilla, and Cage and Starks jump in from behind and beat him down to the mat. But apparently the crowd are a bit confused as to why this has happened. Hopefully the crowd will get a bit more into it in future. Hopefully. Brody Lee versus Sunny Kiss. Just in a quick match there. Just the sheer Brody Lee's dominance. Sunny Kiss wanting to stand up for Cody after what happened last week. But not working very well for Sunny Kiss. Sunny Kiss, only a 22 performance, not great at all. Brody Lee with a 64, which I'm happy about. The 55 overall's not great. So the promo's good. Yes, 78. Thank you, Cody. After the match, Cody limps his way onto the stage with a crutch after the beatdown he received last week from the Dark Order. And he stares down Brody Lee and says, I want you in the middle of that ring. And I don't care what it takes to get that match. I will even put up my TNT championship. But I want to face you. And I want to pin you to that mat. 1, 2, 3. Brody Lee smiles and leaves the ring. And then we move on to our main event. Oh, really? Ooh, that's not what I wanted at all. Why is it? It's only got a 76. Oh. Apparently it was a superb match. I don't really think it was. So for our main event, Kenny Omega face Pentagon Jr., building up our tag team storyline. Of course, Pentagon and Rey Fenix defeated Hangman Page and Jon Moxley last week, showing that they deserve to be facing the tag team champions. But yeah, not great at all. They did the whole super kick to the back of the head thing like I described earlier, but yeah, segment rating 76. Pentagon only got 67. Like, it's good because he hasn't got a great pop. He's got like 50s, but it's not great. And like Kenny 77 is good, but it's not great. I wanted more from that. Let's see if there's anything in the dirt sheet that kind of gives me an idea. Inconsistency, crowd getting burned out, Pentagon for stamina. Oh well, there's nothing you can do about it. 78. It's still a good show. I can't complain about it. It's still a good show indeed. Right, let's have a look around to see if anything's happened in the world of wrestling before we end this episode. Nothing particularly interesting in the news. Drug test. Who wants time to heal? Will Ospreay wants time to heal. Zack Sabre Jr. Yeah, that makes sense. They're still doing stuff with Japan and Rev Pro and all these different promotions. But let's see, before we end the episode, let us see how NXT did this week. So, they got a 71 overall. So we beat them in terms of our show rating. I wonder if we beat them in terms of viewers as well. So they got a 694 for viewers. So let's check ours quickly. I forgot how to see it. Where do I see my shows? Go over there. We got a 732. So we did beat them in the ratings yet again. We are 2-0 for the ratings, which is very nice indeed. But let's just see what their matches were in NXT this week. Gargano and Balor defeating Loomis and Pete Dunne in the main event. Weird team there of Loomis and Dunne. Interesting, I guess. And also Gargano and Balor, I guess, is fine. Shida and Maverick, Kendrick and Tony Nese. Bit of cruiserweight action for you there. Timothy Thatcher and the Singh brothers. The new stable in NXT. Of course, they get in that cheeky interview with Triple H. Got to get Triple H on the show. And Nicole being Bronson Reed and Scarlett Bordeaux. being Serena Deeb. Yeah, nothing too fancy there from NXT, but we are still beating them in the ratings. But that'll be all for AEW Dynamite this week, so thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed what you've seen, give us a subscribe, a like, leave a comment as to what you want to see happen at All Out, and we will see you next time.